Spoiler alert, this is the worst one. Welcome back to the Cobra Pit, whether you're a longtime viewer or a newer subscriber like Tony Conte. I see you. I appreciate every single one of you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So I'm here to test out the Aerowheel covers that comes with your car, the Rimetrix orbitals, the new Uberturbine performance covers, and no cover at all. I'm going to use a system called Blurb. That's build, look, ease of use, range, and of course the price. I'm gonna break down every component so we can determine what's the best way to go. So starting with the build, they're all a hard, sturdy plastic. The Aerowheel covers they seem pretty durable, they're pretty light. There's a little bit of creaking here and there, but overall they're decent. Now the Rimetrix orbital seems a little more rigid, and that's also apparent when you try to put them on and take them off. There is a slight creak that some people have complained about, but I haven't heard it. And it does come in two pieces. It comes with the center cap. Don't mind that because my dog got a hold of this while it was waiting for the photo shoot. But two pieces versus one, but like I said, pretty sturdy plastic. And the Uberturbine performance wheels, pretty similar. It's kind of a blend between the two. Another hard plastic, very sturdy, a little more give than the Rimetrix orbital, but feels stronger than the Aerowheel covers. But looking at the underside, it's a little different. The Rimetrix orbital is all plastic. And I mean from the parts that goes around the rims, and some people have complained about it scratching the rims because of its construction here, even to the center. It's just all plastic, nothing else. This is probably the reason why it's two pieces, as you'll be able to tell from the other two. Now looking at the Aerowheels, you'll see that this ring in the middle is aluminum, and the way it's constructed is it can slap in, slide in, and hold true. And also the part that goes around the rims, made of metal. So it does hold on firmly. But the surprising thing is the Uberturbines has a very similar construction as the Aerowheels. It has the metal ring and it has the metal clips to go around the rims. Very, very similar to the Aerowheel. So I like this construction because it's easy to get on and to take off. And we'll talk more about that when it gets to the ease of use. When it comes to build, I'm going to call it a tie between the Aerowheels and the Uberturbine just because of the one-piece construction and the durable metal. So the next category is the look. Now we know looks are completely subjective, but I will say that the Uberturbine and the Rimetrix orbital are 19 inches. So they're a little bit bigger than the Aerowheels, and that does make a difference when you're looking at the rims. Now, of course, again, looks are preference, but I did put this poll up on Twitter, and I asked whether they like the Rimetrix or the Uberturbine performance, and 81% of the people picked the Uberturbine. Now, again, it is subjective, but I let the people speak. Now, I did go to the service center to change my battery, and the rep at the service center thought I had a performance model because of the wheels. And that's one thing people have to understand. Now, you might want to get it to look like a performance or a higher upgraded model, or you just might like the look. And me personally, I just like the look of them. So that's why I'm not trying to fool anybody. I have a performance, but I like the way they look. And there's other benefits as well that we'll talk about in a few. So once again, looks are subjective, but I gotta go with the Uberturbines. Next thing we're gonna look at is the ease of use. I like to call it the ease of use. Now you might think that these are set it and forget it, but it's not. You may need to change your tires and things like that, and you want to be able to remove them quickly. Well, at least I do. Now the Aerowheels, you pop them off and you pop them back on. The Uberturbines, you pop them off and you pop them back on. No other tools needed. Now when it comes to the Rimetrix orbitals, it's a two-step process. Now, if you place the T on it like I did, then you need a removal tool to kind of jimmy it out, pry it out and remove that first. So you have to carry this tool with you. Or if you use a regular Rimetrix logo, then you will need a dent puller to remove the center piece. Either way, make sure you have this tool in your trunk, have it somewhere accessible in case of an emergency. You can pull it out and remove it. And you know, it just takes a little bit longer. It's not the end of the world, but it's another step. So again, I have to give a tie to the Uberturbines and the Aerowheel covers. All right, so now we're gonna talk about range. And I hate doing stuff like this. I mean, this is about as scientific as I'm gonna get on this channel. But the things I do for you, the things I do for the people. So the reason I hate doing things like this is because there's so many variables. I watched different videos and there's so many different ways people did this. I want to keep it simple and I want to isolate all the variables. So what I did was I charged to 70% before every trip. And I also tried to go at the same time. I went in the same direction. I went on the same stretch of road, 5 miles. I know I could have gone longer, right? But I wanted to get to 70 miles per hour, hit autopilot, engage the trip, and then see, right? See right there, that same stretch of road. That's pretty much it. I didn't want to go one way, come back because me getting off the freeway or changing lanes, something like that. And I had to go late at night because I didn't want many cars on the road, so I could just hit 70 and go 75 miles straight. Now, look at it how you want to. I got some interesting numbers. So here we go. I had the Uberturbines on, so I started with those. After 5 miles, the Uberturbines used 233 watt hours a mile. And I had about 66% left in the battery. Remember, I charged to 70 before every time. So I went back to the charging station. I removed the Uberturbines and I put it on the Aerowheels. Now, everything the same. Charged to 70, got to the same place, engaged autopilot at 70 miles per hour, same stretch of road. So I ended the Aerowheels with 246 WHM and about 65% of range left. Now, I was surprised by how more efficient the Uberturbines were. So the Aerowheels, took a little hit. So I went back to the charging station, filled up to 70. While doing that, I switched out the Aerowheels and I put it in the Rimetrix orbitals, which claim to be more efficient than the Aerowheels. Same stretch of road, engaged autopilot at 70 at the same location, 5 miles, you get the picture, right? The Rimetrix orbitals ended in 243 WHM, which is more efficient than the Aerowheels, but less efficient than the Uberturbines. I ended up with 66% of the battery left, which is the same as the Aerowheels. I went back and I was deciding, should I do no covers at all? Now, disclaimer, I don't have the caps that you can buy on Tesla, and I've seen some different variations on Amazon and things like that. So take it with a grain of salt, but I want to just find out anyway. Now, without the caps on, it could be less efficient. I did everything the same, nothing, no caps, no Aerowheels, no covers, nothing at all. I ended up with 267 WHM, the least efficient of all. And I ended with 65% again, which is the same, but it used up more energy. Now, again, maybe if I had the covers on, it would have been different, right? But that's a huge difference in 5 miles. So surprisingly, the most efficient are these Uberturbines. So numbers are numbers. And finally, of course, we have to look at price. Now, the Aerowheels are $25 each if you lose one or they get stolen, right? They come free with your car, of course, but if you need to replace it, $25 each, so $100, right? So the least expensive. The caps, if you get them from Tesla, are $60. Now, I have seen, these are the cleanest looking ones. I've seen some on Amazon that cover up the lug nuts and then a center cap. I mean, whatever you want to do, right? And I've seen those go around 30 or 40. The Rimetrix orbitals are $269 for the black, the ones I have. But if you want the silver, those are $289. So $289. Even at $269, I like the way it changed my car, the way it looks. So it wasn't too bad, but of course, you have to do what's best for you. And lastly, the Uberturbines are $340. I mean, it's really up to you, right? It's more expensive, but they're more efficient. And I don't know, I like the way they look. But when it comes to price, the winner is clearly the caps. But then, you know, the Aerowheels come free, so I guess those are the winners since they come with the car in price. Either way, overall, you know what my favorites are. My favorites are the Uberturbines. I like the way they look. I am going to end up changing the colors of my calipers. I'm not going red. I might go yellow or gold. We're going to see. But I really like the way these look. I like how easily you could take them on and off. They are a little pricey, but like they always say, you get what you pay for. Hey, of course, there's the link in the description for everything I talked about. If I helped you in any way, I can appreciate a like and a subscribe. And don't forget, Cobra told ya. All right, y'all.